guys. Let me try to get this in a good position. It's Sunday, January 14th, and Mom and I are out running errands for my sister, for myself, and I'm not feeling very well, a different kind of not feeling well than the last video I posted. I think I'm actually trying to get sick, or I am sick, because last night my throat started hurting really bad, and it hurts today too. I feel really bad, so I think I'm getting sick. I don't know if it's just from the cold weather, progressing from chest constriction, lung constriction to something else, or the last time I got out last Sunday is when we went to the farmer's market, and then last Tuesday we went to NTO. And that's all that I got out last week. I was at home the rest of the time, so I don't know if I picked something up one of those 2 days. But anyway, Mama's getting my sister some dog food at PetSmart. We have a few other errands to go. I need to go by our storage unit to pick up, it's called a Snuggie, I think. It's like one of those real thick blanket things that you put on. It's with a hood. It's got like the Sherpa lining and stuff. It's really thick and heavy. Normally that's too heavy for me, but since it's going to be getting down in the teens for, I think, 3 or 4 nights this upcoming week, I'm definitely going to need that, because when I got up this morning, even though I was under covers and everything, my body was cold like ice. And it was 50 degrees. I have a thermostat, a separate like thing you hang on the wall thermostat, and it said 50 degrees this morning. That's the coldest it's been. It's normally, it gets down when I wake up, it's 52, because I don't leave the space heater running all night. It's dangerous. So it got down to 50. So I know that when it gets down in the teens, it's going to be 40s in the house. And the little space heater only, even though you run it for hours, it only raises the temperature maybe 6 degrees. Like when it's on 52, usually it'll get up to 58. And it's still cold in the house, but it's better. I mean, it's better. It knocks the little bit of a chill off. But, yeah, we are in a very bad place, but this will not hinder our faith. It definitely is a trial, but our faith is strong, and I'm just depending on the Lord. He'll get us through. He'll either get us through or take us home. And maybe that is His plan. This may sound odd to some of y'all. May lose me some more subscribers. I lost a couple subscribers from the last video I posted about the Revelation series, but you know, that's fine. I'm gonna do what the Lord has called me to do, and what I want to do on my channel. I hope that most of you enjoy everything I put out, but if you don't, you want to unsubscribe, then that's fine. I know that I'm not gonna appeal to everyone, the subject matter, although I'm all over the place with what I put out, but like I told you, I want to be closer to the Lord, so I've asked Him. I was like, please, if there's anything you ever want to show me or tell me, whether it be in a vision or through your voice, whether it be an inaudible voice or an audible voice, because I've heard both from the Holy Spirit, and I have had a vision or two before, not in a while, but I said, will you give me a vision? Are you willing to show me something? Is there something you want to show me? So I closed my eyes for a little bit, and it wasn't long at all that, oh, she must have not been able to find the food. I'll finish this story later. Okay, guys, I'm going to try to compete with, we're now in the Kroger parking lot. We're at Kroger. You can't see. I picked up a prescription that was waiting for me, just a regular monthly, just one of my regular prescriptions. And my mother, and I'm just going to sit in the car because my mother's shopping for my sister's groceries here. And then we're going to run over to Publix and get a few more things. I have $13 left on my EBT card from December, and I have a $2 off, $10 spent coupon from Publix. So I can't let that pass up. It expires today. So, so I'm going to go get a few things. Almost out of coffee. I may try to get apple cider or something that's soothing for my illness, whatever it is that's going on here. But I'm hoping you can't hear the music that's going on in the car beside me, because they're being very rude and have a bunch of that loud thumping music going, but which is not helping my headache. But anyway, to finish the story that I was telling before my mother came to the car at PetSmart, is the Lord, I asked if he was willing to give me a vision, if there was anything he wanted to show me or anything I needed to see, just whatever. I was open to whatever he wanted to show me, that I wanted that close relationship with him again, to where I would receive, these messages or words or what have you. I'm not saying I'm a prophet, nothing like that, but the Lord does, if you'll ask, he will speak to you in different ways, if you're willing to get quiet and listen. So I closed my eyes and bowed my head, and it wasn't long after that I saw this briefly for like maybe 2 or 3 seconds. It was me. Well, I know it was me. I didn't see I was holding a mirror. I was holding up a mirror and looking into it, just like a regular handheld mirror, holding it up in front of me, looking in it. But I didn't see my face. I only saw like would have been just like my hairline, part of my, like the very edge of my hairline and hair, but not my face. And dust particles. It was like raining dust particles. And of course I did some research. I have this website that I go to that has biblical interpretations of certain dream meanings and things, and with scripture and stuff. And then I look up meanings of mirrors and dust and all of that. And so I'm not 100% sure what that means, but I'm pretty sure, it's for me personally, I believe. If any of you out there, if any of you seeing this video have the gift of interpretation, dream interpretation, I would love to know what you think it could possibly be. I'm not going to say what I think it could possibly be from my research, because I don't want to influence anyone. I want to hear what any of you may think. So leave in the comments below if any of you have any ideas of what you think it might mean. But I'm going to rest right now while my mother's doing groceries, and then we'll go to Publix. Real quick, I forgot, I wanted to show y'all. We went to the Dollar Tree as well, because I needed to get some plastic spoons. I use plastic spoons to dish the cats' canned food out into their bowls and stuff. And right by the spoons, I just dropped what I needed. Right by the spoons, they already have like spring stuff out, like gardening, pots and decorations and stuff like this. And I found this little metal thermometer with a bird on it, and I thought that was real pretty. I have a thermometer, like I said, in my room that I gauge the temp, but I got one of these for Mama to have in the living room where she's at. So so she can kind of know, or we can put it in the kitchen, wherever, just so we can gauge just how cold it is in that area of the house. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. I thought that was real pretty. $1.25 for this pretty metal. And they had some that had like citrus fruits and things on it too, but Mama likes birds, and so do I, so I thought that would be a nice one. Just wanted to share that with you. Hello, my lovelies. It's Monday, January 15th, and it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Honor and remembrance of him and his accomplishments and what he's done. And I know some cities, I think, does parades and different events and things like that. So if any of you are participating in any of those celebratory events, I pray that you will be safe and that you will be warm and cozy. If you're in an area that's freezing cold, excuse me, I had planned to finish the filming that I did yesterday and put the video up last night, but I felt too bad. I'm definitely sick. I don't know with what. Slightly in the head, not much. It's primarily in the chest, just tightness and coughing, and no fever or anything. Just feel really bad. I've had headaches and nausea for some time, but that's not really related to what I have now, because that's something that I've had that's been ongoing symptoms I've been experiencing, but I have those as well, which is making me, just compiles onto the bad, the ickiness. But I'm having to wash some clothes. I'm pushing through, and it's torturous because I feel so bad, but but last night I got a shower and I had to put on the same pajamas I had worn the past couple nights, which they're not filthy, but I usually change my pajamas after every couple nights. But all of my winter PJs were dirty, so I had to wash some clothes today. I think I may have mentioned I only wash clothes about every 3 weeks. I try to wear my clothes and my PJs at least twice if they're not really dirty. Excuse me. So as not to have to wash and do and just increase the utility expenses and all that kind of stuff. I try to stay out of the way as much as possible. But so that's what I'm doing today, is a couple loads of wash, and that's it. It's taking everything in me to do that. I'm having to expend every ounce of energy to do that because I feel so bad. I know I could feel worse, but I know I could feel a lot better. So I'm hoping, and my birthday's in 2 days, so I'm hoping I'll be well enough to go. Excuse me. I'm hoping I'll be well enough to go to Bravino's. It's tradition. They'll give you a free meal on your actual birth date, and you have to show them your driver's license and all that. But I'm not sure if I get worse. If I really get worse, I won't be able to make it. If I stay the same, I don't feel like going out, but just to not miss out on the free meal, I may go, because you have to go in person. You can't do it to go. It has to be in person. So probably just eat a little bit of salad and some rolls, and then when my food comes, just take my food home. I don't know. I'm just rambling. I'm not sure if, with the way I feel now, I don't feel like stepping foot out of the house. But anyway, whatever's best. If I'm sick and I'm not able to go, then, the Lord works in mysterious ways. There may be a reason that He's would prevent us from going. An accident or something. You know what I'm talking about. All the different stories that from 9/11 and other different types of events to where people, that the Lord, different things, kind of like a ripple effect. It's like they missed that. They were running late. They missed their plane, but that plane crashed. So that was a blessing that they ran late. That's kind of the example. My head is so foggy, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Lord works in mysterious ways. He can cause you to avoid accidents and potentially dangerous situations. So when you get that flat tire, our first tendency is to want to just cuss a little or a lot, depending on your mind frame or what's going on in the day. But ultimately, I've trained my thought process, and I'm not saying it's perfect or that I don't slip up, but it's like, well, yeah, this is a hassle. This is putting a big dent into my day. But what would have possibly happened if I didn't get the flat tire? Could I have gotten into a huge accident and been killed or paralyzed? Or, you just don't know. So you just have to have peace, learn to have peace with these hiccups that happen in our life, just not seeing the whole picture, not knowing what lies ahead. Different paths of like, oh, if this happens, then that. If this happens, then that. There's different possibilities based on the choices that we make and things that happen. Anyway, I'm going to get off of that because that's making my head hurt worse than it was. But, yeah, missing the birthday dinner. So I hope to be able to make my birthday lunch. But if not, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. But anyway, I think this video is going to be way longer than I intended. Just kind of chatting, letting y'all know what's going on. I pray that you enjoy this day, if you have this day off, with your family, and reflecting the reason that you have this holiday and the progress that's been made, but yet there's still so much more. There's a lot of hate in this world. Many different types of hate. I mean, hate is hate, but the source, the subject. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but just, we live in a sinful world. That's all I can say, really. And Martin Luther King Jr. was a light in the dark world. He wasn't a perfect man. None of us are, but he definitely was a figure to remember. So let's do that today. Let's try to be more loving and caring towards others. And one of the quotes that I said, that it's let me check it. Okay, the quote is, "The time is always right to do what's right." So let's live by that motto, that quote. Let's live each day trying to please the Lord, and by being obedient to His word, to Him, trying to live Christ-like. Of course, we cannot achieve perfection. He knows that. That's why He had to die on the cross. If we could do it ourselves, then, He wouldn't have to die on the cross. So let's live each day loving each other. The two greatest commandments is to love God, the Lord your God, with all your heart, and to love your neighbor as yourself. So let's just love. And sometimes that's hard to do because people can be unlovable. but just pray for them. If they're having that bad day and they're just honking at you on the road, shooting you birds, then maybe just blow them a kiss, say a little prayer for them. Don't reciprocate. Don't reciprocate, because that could lead to a shooting. You know, you never know. I mean, these days, it's just, you never know. You just got to really watch yourself. But love is the answer. Love really is the answer. Being kind to one another. This is a whole other subject. Love doesn't necessarily mean accepting and approving of what others are doing that are contradictory to what the word says. But you love the human being regardless. We love people, mankind, but we rebuke the sin that has got a stronghold into their lives. That's the difference. I've been all over this place in this video. Thank you again for your patience, for all of you who stick with me to the end. So I'm going to let you guys go. I pray that you have a beautiful day in the Lord. If you have the day off with your family, your friends, whatever you plan to do today, be safe, stay warm, and until next time, God bless you all in Jesus' name.